I think what has happened is that it becomes almost like an additional appendage, your cell phone, your iPad, your wallet, everything, you gotta have these tools today, you really do. I mean, they're no longer a luxury, they're a necessity.
Once you become familiar with the basic operating functions of your iPad, you'll be all set to configure it to your liking. In this video, we'll cover a few options for customizing your iPad. Here's what we're focusing on in this video: changing the background of your iPad and changing the brightness and text size of your iPad. First, the iPad allows you to change the background image of both the home screen, where all your apps are located, and the lock screen, which is what you see when you wake the iPad from sleep mode. Let's first tap once on the Settings app on the home screen. It's the button that looks like a gear. The Settings app contains all of the controls you'll use when you want to customize your iPad. Once in the Settings app, you can scroll down to Wallpaper. By tapping on Wallpaper, we can change the look of our iPad. We'll see in this menu our current wallpapers for both the lock screen, image on the left, and home screen, image on the right. To change your wallpaper, tap on Choose a New Wallpaper. Here we'll have options to choose generic ones provided by Apple or from photos we've taken with our iPad. For purposes of this video, let's choose from Apple's selection of still images. We decide on the planet resembling Mars and tap once to select it. We're then provided with a preview of what the image will look like as our home screen. At the bottom of your screen, we are given options to Set Lock Screen, Set Home Screen, and Set Both. By selecting Set Both, we will have successfully changed both the home screen and the lock screens. Let's minimize our screen by tapping the Home button once. Now we can see how the background changed from the original image to the one we selected. And by putting the device to sleep with the lock button, located here, and then waking it with an additional press, we'll see how our lock screen also displays the new background. Next, we will focus on changing the brightness of your iPad.
I customize iPad to make it a little brighter and make a character a little larger. And I use iPad mainly communicating with my children and grandchildren who are residing in Europe. Mine is highly customized. I want to feel iPad a part of me. Now I go every place with iPhone and iPad.
Sometimes the brightness of the iPad screen can be kind of overwhelming. Luckily, Apple allows us to adjust the screen's brightness in the Settings app. First, we unlock our iPad and tap on Settings. Look for Display and Brightness and tap once. Here we can press, hold, and slide the button to adjust the brightness from light to dark. Let's see how that looks. When you press, hold, and slide the button to the right, it gets brighter. When you move it to the left, it gets darker. Also, within Display and Brightness, it is possible to change the size of the text on the iPad screen. First, we unlock our iPad and tap on Settings. Look for Display and Brightness and tap once. By tapping on Text Size, another menu opens with a similar slider. Press, hold, and slide the button left and right to reduce or increase the size of your text. When you move the slider to the right, the text gets larger. When you move it to the left, it gets smaller. Tap Display and Brightness in the top left of the screen to go back to the previous menu.
In order for the device to be functional for each individual, and especially for those who are aging, it is important to be able to adjust the audio and the scale of the apps or the editorial, if you will, if you're reading something. That is really very important. Yeah, it definitely can change your life. It definitely can.